急速潜行。船、そうできない？
Hello, hello, ahoy, ahoy, how's your hammer hanging? Welcome back for another video in World of Warships, trying something a little bit different this time, recording commentary over a pre-recorded battle. So I guess in a way it's more of a review than, live commentary, so I'll be looking at things in retrospect, that's what I mean by review anyway. I recorded this a few days ago and it was a well, rather interesting battle, I have to say. Got very close in at times. It did look like I was going to lose it, but I refused to give up. I kept going, kept fighting. I managed to turn things around. I wasn't alone in doing that, but at the same time I kind of lacked support at times as well. You'll see what happens in just a moment. So, as you can see, this is a co-op battle, 9v9. The enemy team has Lexington, two Ismos, Gascon, Bismarck, Smolensk, Alaska, Arpeggio Takao, and a Daring. Whereas the opponents have basically the same team, except they've got a Lion instead of a second Ismo, Petropavlovsk instead of Smolensk, and Kleber instead of Daring. Given that we had a Smolensk on our team, I kind of assumed that I wouldn't get any kills. I kind of figured that the Smolensk would just napalm everything. How that actually ended up turning out. I'm a big fan of the Greece map, certainly not going to the west side, the A cap, because I don't like that long skinny island in the middle, but because I started off on that side, I'm going that way. Never go down the middle, because the middle is suicide. It's where all the torpedoes end up. So, yeah, I always try to go for the flanks if I can, and then box everything in at the end. So I get underway. Much to do to begin with, because Ismo's got rather limited range. I mean, it's good range, just not all the way across the map kind of range, not like Champagne. Jesus, that's got long range. So yeah, need to get myself in position first, and then I can start engaging. But someone else is already taking pot shots nice and early. Whatever suits you, I guess. But I don't like to shoot early if I can help it. Although I do spot this the Gascon, and I take a shot nice and early since it's got its broadside showing. Would be really nice if I could get that. Unfortunately, I only get a ricochet and a torpedo protection hit, so not great start. My aim is something I really need to work on. I've been getting a bit better lately, but in this video in particular, no, it's pretty bad. So while I wait for my guns to reload, I change my target for the Petropavlovsk and take another shot. Not a good idea since it's angled towards me, but I do still manage to get a penetration and another torpedo protection hit. So not too bad, I guess. 4,000 damage to start off with. Could be worse, could be better. I'll take what I can get. That's usually how it goes. Enemy team has already lost their Kleber, so that's handy. Get another penetration on the Petropavlovsk. And two more shots off for some more hits. That Petropavlovsk is starting to look pretty battered. It's good. It's always good to get rid of cruisers and things nice and early because they drop torpedoes like mad. And you don't want that if you can help it. It's angled a bit better at me, so I'll try and get a good hit. Overpen, not the best, but still. Okay, load next two guns, try again. Not the best angle on there, but still got an overpen, so that's something, while my secondaries start to go nuts. Getting quite a few hits with secondaries at least, but not too well with the primaries. And take another shot. One overpen. And then I get this nice island in the way, which puts an end to my attack streak. We've lost our daring. I didn't even notice that. I never do. Oh no, there it goes. It's still alive. No, wait. Actually, lost the daring. It just went, I think. Hard tell. Taking a shot here at Petro again. That's a bit better. A few hits there, including an incapacitation. Always good to get those. And I've got a couple defended medals as well. It's good to get those too. And there goes that. Not my best idea to go broadside like that when there's battleships in play. I think it was a lion that hit me, but I'm not 100% certain. Took a fair chunk of my health out, but could be worse. Could have been a Yamato. That's a lot worse to be hit by. I'm getting a bit better at not leaving my broadside exposed, but it's still work in progress. Still a lot to learn. But I did get a nice few hits on the Gascon there, so that's something I suppose. And it's around about this time that the Bismarck on my team goes... I don't know what happened to them actually, they just stopped doing anything. They just go in a straight line. It took me a long time to realise that, but right now they're just gone. I don't know if they're AFK or if they're trying to play a potato, but whatever the case, they're no good anymore. They won't do anything else. And we just lost another ship, which is not good, but I'll try anyway. I got a few good hits myself, so that's something, but things... It does look like we're winning at the moment, but be surprised how quickly things can change on you. Particularly when one of your battleships goes AFK or something. AFK, disconnected, hard to say. And there's me shooting a bloody island because I'm an idiot. I do have a bit of a bad habit of doing that. I don't have good firing arcs, but I kind of assume that I do. Yeah, doesn't quite work like that, I'm afraid. So, try and get around, get a better angle. That is the Ismo I'm targeting. So I try to take a good shot, and I land a Citadel hit, which is very good. I can aim sometimes, I swear, but not always. Enemy Lexington drops some torpedoes at me, but I mean I can't dodge them, but I can go straight into them and take a lot of damage, so no big deal. No flooding either, so that's always handy. And the Ismo, enemy Ismo I should say, has for some reason crashed into the island. I don't really know why, but it has, which gives me a chance to shoot at it. So, I'll take good shots while I can. Of course, being a battleship, I do have a long reload time. So I've got the Adrenaline Rush Captain skill, so I do reload a little bit faster, but not a huge amount. But I'll still land a few penetrations there, so not a bad shot again. Not a bad volley, but our Gascon is just about to die. Smolensk is already dead, which kind of surprised me. I was hoping it would do a bit more than that, but apparently not. And there goes our Gascon. Just gets picked off. Alright, I've got an island in the way, so can't do anything at the moment. Just have to wait. While I'm waiting, the Arpeggio Cow actually does really good work. I think, personally, I reckon they were the best person on the team, because they did a lot. They were really helpful to the team, so appreciate that. It did cost them dearly. I mean, they're getting their asses kicked at the moment, but they're distracting the battleships, so that's helpful. And there, of course, I get a Citadel on the Ismo and finish it off. Now I'm targeting the Lion, which is busy targeting Takao, which is very helpful for me because I don't have to worry about getting hit by a battleship. Although there are still two others targeting me, Bismarck and Gascon behind me, which my secondaries are trying to take care of while I focus on the Lion, and another Citadel hit takes that out. Unfortunately, the Arpeggio Takao also dies, which is a shame.
And this is a point where I could have really done with that allied Bismarck, except they're not around to help. I could have really used them to get the Gascon off my arse, but oh well. I tried to angle myself away a bit so that the Gascon doesn't do too much damage, but a little tricky to do, especially when you're being torpedoed by a carrier. That hurts a lot, and I'm trying to fight a Bismarck as well at the same time, so 2 battleships and a carrier against me all at the same time. It's not going too well, but I do what I can. I don't give up. Carry on getting defended medals, and I carry on getting penetrations. It's not much, but it's something. It's keeping things going. I am in danger of getting blown up, but I don't give up easily, thankfully. So at the moment I'm kind of more or less on my own, except for the AI in the Lexington, which doesn't seem to be doing much actually. It's flying planes out to the sea cap, which is pointless because there's nothing down there, but that's what it's doing. AI logic, go figure. So it's at this point I've figured out Bismarck's not doing anything, I have to defend myself. So I change targets to the Gascon. I start turning so I can angle around. But the guns on the Ismo don't rotate that fast. A bit faster than the Yamato I've noticed, but still. That hurt. That hurt, but it could have been worse. I was angled well enough so it didn't take me out in one go. But I should have been a bit more straight. Slightly oversteered, but could be worse. Could be a lot worse. So I put a heal charge on to try and get some HP back. And I just try to keep myself roughly at this angle so that most of the shells coming in gets auto-balanced, which is something you really need to take advantage of, and not enough people do that. Luckily I've learned, kind of. For the most part I've learned, but sometimes I'm a bit iffy. I'm trying to keep a good angle here and try and take out this Gascon, because it's really being a pain in the ass. Secondaries are doing a lot of damage. It's almost gone. It's very, very nearly gone. And that should... oh, not quite. Not quite, but it's getting close. It's a lot closer now. And it's so close to death. It really is. Another volley should do it. There it goes. That's my 3rd kill. On fire again, so I take care of that straight away. My heavies are looking really, really bad. I need to fix my angle, but I am a bit of a slow learner still, and I've lost track of where the Bismarck is because it's out of spotting range. Meanwhile, Allied Bismarck is almost hitting the edge of the map. I'll fire a volley at the Bismarck all the same. I'm not particularly good at long range shooting, but sometimes I can get it. And this time I do get a penetration, but not too great. But enough to try and get harder for them to take that cap, which is what they're trying to do. And I set up another heal charge to try and get some health back. But I really need to fix my angle, and I'm not doing it. So I get hit in the broadside, take quite a bit of damage, and that heal pretty much gets counteracted. Brilliant. Again, no damage at all there, just ricochets, but it defended medals, it stops Bismarck from capturing C point. Slows it down anyway, so that's something. I see another volley coming in, so I start turning this time. Or do I? No, I don't. Okay, maybe not. I get hit again, but it could be worse. And another pip there. Not bad. He was aiming a bit too high, so didn't hit me too well. And some more done to him, more defended, making it really difficult for him to try and capture our base. Or not capture our base, capture C point. And I've got no viz at the moment, so don't know what to do, but if it pops up again, He's angled towards me, so I'm probably not going to do much, if anything at all. If I even hit, that is. I do. I get a penetration and an overpen because he turned just enough. So that's something. More damage done. All handy, especially when you're the last person left. Or effectively the last person left. Use another heal charge. I think that's plus one actually. I try another volley, try to aim it right. Should do some damage here, should be okay. No, to ricochet. But it's better than nothing, I suppose. I'll take it. And Bismarck has left C point now. It's given up trying to cap, so that's something as well. Get my health up into a yellow. I take a look. I've lost Viz again. It looks like the AI Lexington on my team is actually finally doing something. And since I can't get Viz on Bismarck, I decided to switch to enemy Lexington, try and get that to die, and to stop picking on the AK Bismarck or the disconnected Bismarck, whatever's happened to that guy. Firish volley, I don't think that did much, if anything. 5 minutes remaining, not great, but we are ahead in terms of points and in terms of ships, so we're winning, just it's a bit closer than I normally like. I just captured A points, so that helps even more. Although that Bismarck is just about to die if I'm not careful, if I'm not quick to get rid of his Lexington. Take another aim, take another shot. Forward guns. Not the best shot, I've overcompensated. It's not going full speed, I don't think, so I missed that one. Oops. Bismarck seems to be heading for our Lexington, but it could also pose a threat to me if it decides it wants to. Take another shot, try and arc over the island, adjust my aim a bit, so there we go, got some hits on there, did a bit of damage. Also helpful to do damage. There, because I was starting to cut there, but it does come back in a moment. Oh, take another shot. Should do okay, but I might be a little bit forward. Yeah, just one overpen, so I was aiming a little bit too far forwards. Seems I've gotten the Lexington's attention though, because it's sending planes at me now instead of the completely vulnerable and but virtually dead Bismarck. AI logic for you. And it seems like the enemy's Bismarck is deciding to come for me now instead of our Lexington, although it has hurt our Lexington a bit. And I'm hurting theirs a bit more. Not too bad. Better than I have been doing, but still not perfect. So I need to work on my aim a bit. I am trying. It's just not always easy. And to compensate for every ship's different top speeds is a lot to take in. And I can't tell if they're going full speed or not all the time, so sometimes they're going a bit slower and I don't realise it. Took 2 torpedoes there, but nothing too dangerous, just put me back in the red, that's all, which not ideal, but I'm a battleship, I can tank some hits, so there we go, that's more like it. Got us another Citadel hit. Hit by a torpedo bomber, straight away put out the fire because I need to really. I can't risk being on fire for long. Bismarck, or enemy Bismarck I say, doesn't seem to be taking any shots at me so far, so I don't have to worry about that seeing on fire. Not at the moment anyway. Probably should have zoomed there, but oh well. I get another Citadel here, I kill the Lexington. So, I guess I can't complain about, you know, not zooming in properly. I did what I needed to, so turn the situation around. We're definitely going to win. With advantage in terms of ship numbers, got advantage in terms of points. Can't see the Bismarck though, so that's a bit of a shame. But trying to take the A cap from me. So I shoot blindly. Probably should have scattered my shooting a bit, sort of had one volley at a time rather than all the salvos at once. That was not particularly clever of me, but oh well, live and learn. Hindsight's 2020. Bismarck gets a retaliation in, but it's very light hits. Even though I've got my broadside exposed, it's a very light hit. Second of full salvo, not the best aim, but in the right general direction. Right direction, but like, my shells fell short, so that's a bit of a shame. But, you know, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Game is basically over. I don't believe I score any more damage, actually. 254,755. Yeah, I don't get any more damage. That's actually the highest damage I've ever scored in any games, which is impressive by my standards, and considering this is a co-op battle, that's quite a lot of damage to be doing. 5 Citadel hits, 4 ships destroyed. That's a pretty good result. I'm pretty pleased with that. And the time is up. And there we go.